interdisciplinary arts and sciences, to appreciate both Chinese and Western cultures, to develop, to innovate, and to excel.
It is a forest that has many paths. It is a round table where different minds meet. It is inspirational, diverse, and integrated.
In knowledge and in deeds, unto the whole person. This is your university life, your unique journey.
At UIC, create your own university life. Start here, go anywhere.
All right, that's the video of UIC. Yeah, how do you feel though? And maybe we can get started for the presentation.
Yes, fantastic.
I will share the PowerPoint with you. Yes, as what I mentioned in the video, UIC is the first full-scale corporation in higher education in Chinese mainland, founded by both Beijing Normal University and Hong Kong Baptist University. It's a joint venture college, so it's quite different from the college in mainland China, but which is more attractive by the college characters to attract international students. And about the location, we are not in Beijing nor Hong Kong. We are in Zhuhai, a very beautiful coastal city in southern region of China, and is quite near to Macau and Hong Kong. We are located in the Greater Bay Area, and we have the bridge, which means we only take around 30 minutes by bus, cross the bridge, then we can arrive in Hong Kong and just cross the border to Macau. So is also the attractive point and key factor for the international students who want to visit the city around Zhuhai, make more opportunity to international students for visiting or other internship or information for other students. So it's quite a key point in here in Zhuhai, because we near to those cities like Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Foshan, and Zhongshan. It's quite interesting in Zhuhai, and also the concept of Greater Bay Area here. And you can see we are here at the first phase of the campus, but we will start soon in the second phase campus. Maybe we'll finish around 2025. It's also very attractive because we have a large scale of campus here, which means we have more facilities for students, new accommodation areas for students. Let's see, it's a promising campus for the second phase. Yeah, and we move to the Greater Bay Area. As what I mentioned, we are quite near to Macau and Hong Kong, and we have a lot of attractions here, like the Ocean Park, and some interesting in Zhuhai. Maybe if this international students come here, for those who already study here, and they said Zhuhai is quite beautiful city for studying or living here. As a local, I'm very proud of Zhuhai as well. Yeah, and for more information about UIC, let's give an introduction of our mission, character, and strategic position. Here, the mission is to develop a liberal arts college dedicated to producing well-rounded global talents. Because UIC is a liberal arts school, so it's involve a lot of facts, not only for the academic programs. Also, we provide the students more activity opportunities, whole person education programs, as etc. And for the character is to upload academic literacy and language proficiency, national and international orientation. And for the strategic positioning, as is to establish a liberal arts college rooted in excellence in undergraduate education and graduate programs, and highlight our strengths. And I'm also very proud of our president, Professor Tang Tao, who is a mathematician and member of Chinese Academy of Science. And Professor Tang Tao is also dedicated to the scientific research and also value internationalization, which means we have the strength in engineering, mathematics programs, because we have the most top professional faculty members to team up with the mathematical programs for these 2 years, which means we have stronger strengthen more knowledge for the programs related to mathematics and also engineering, IT or related relevant programs like applied mathematics and other scientific and also the AI program. And we can move to the divisions. There are 4 divisions in UIC. The first one will be the division of business and management. And another one is division of humanity and social sciences. And the third one will be division of science and technology, and also division of culture and creativity. And we also have some support units like general education office, whole person education office, English language center, Chinese language and cultural center, and also the research center and labs. And for more details about division of business and management, we have 7 programs here: accounting, applied economics, finance, management of human resources, marketing, management, entrepreneurship and innovation. And the last one will be e-business management and information systems. And I got a video script from our faculty member. I can share with you, and let's see what our professional faculty member says with the accounting and finance program. Let's see the video.
Everyday life to all. Hello everyone, glad to have this opportunity to introduce accounting and how accounting skills can apply in everyday life to all those students. We know accounting is kind of business language and useful for corporations, companies. However, I'm telling you today, it's not about business, it's about personal finance. So we are talking about how accounting can be very useful in your personal life. Accounting, we got identifying, recording, analyze financial information, not only in business, but also in your personal finance, such as we have to manage the spending and the income, so think about budget. That's the example we will talk about a bit later. So accounting skills we are talking about here, including numerical skills, analytical skills, time management skills, critical thinking skills, and interpersonal communication skills. Those skills are very practical, can be very useful in your future career or even in your daily life. So, for example, you as the fresh student, you leave your home, leave your parents to move to the college and start a new life alone as the young adult. So you need to manage your own spending and the money. Then, such as you need to spend your money on stationery, so buy books, even computer, laptop, or you need to think about spend money on living costs. So that's the drinks, food, or spending your money on accommodation, to rent a home or house. Then you need to think about all those incomes, how much you need in every month, and then manage your money against those spending to draw a plan, so we call it budgeting. Then we think about how many items you will buy each month. Analyze those items, which item is the most expensive. Also, accounting skills can help you to analyze those items and draw a plan to save money or use your money more efficiently. So that's the one example of accounting. So to gain this kind of accounting skills is very beneficial, but you need to learn a system that trains you to obtain those skills, or such as a university program. So here at UIC, we have a BA accounting program can help you to gain those skills. So if you plan to be a financial analyst or accountant, or even you want to work in CPA firms or even financial institutions, this program is designed for you. Okay.
Yeah, here's a video of the financial program, accounting program. Let's see another video for the financial program from our another faculty member. Let's see.
My name is Zhao Lei, an assistant professor.
Hold on, sorry.
My name is Zhao Lei, an assistant professor in finance from DBM. So finance develops people's skills and abilities in making financial decisions for themselves, people, and different entities. So basically, we can say that studying finance makes you future decision makers. Finance requires
How about now?
the math doesn't necessarily. My name is Zhao Lei, an assistant professor in finance from DBM. So finance develops people's skills and abilities in making financial decisions for themselves, other people, and different entities. So basically, we can say that studying finance makes you future decision makers. Finance requires asset management, money management, and math skills. So here, the math doesn't necessarily refer to extremely advanced mathematics. So many students and their parents believe that finance is a discipline that is approximately equivalent to mathematics. This is actually not true. As I mentioned before, the finance major requires math, but only basic math. So for some time, or even for most of the times, only basic math would be sufficient. So accounting provides necessary and fundamental information for the process of financial decision making, whereas economics provides theoretical foundations for almost all the finance models we use in practice. So basically, we can say that well-rounded finance students must know economics and accounting as well. So broadly speaking, there are two major areas in finance: corporate finance and asset pricing or investment. So we can say that more quantitatively oriented students may find asset pricing or investment interesting, whereas those students that are more qualitatively oriented may find corporate finance interesting. So the finance program provides all kinds of different courses in both areas.
Yeah, that's the video shared by our faculty members. I can share it to Bo, and maybe you can share with that the sub-agency when we are
Perfect.
introduced to the students more specific items related to the program. Yes, let's get back to the PowerPoint. Okay, for the next division is science and technology. We also have 7 programs. Like the most popular for computer science and technology, data science, and applied psychological, and food science and technology, environmental science, statistics and financial mathematics, and applied mathematics. Here's the new program here. Yeah, let's move to the division of humanities and social science. And for the division of this humanity and social science, we have 6 programs for students. Top program in this division is public relations and advertising. Still, for the rest is also very popular for the students, like media communication studies, globalization and development, social administration, English language and literature study, and applied translation. Last but not least is the division of culture and creativity. But we have 4 programs in this division. They are media arts and design, cinema and television, culture, creativity, and management. The new program is musical performance program.
Yes, for some reason
Sorry?
part of the screen is a little bit blocked by something, I think.
Let's see.
Yeah, like the right-hand side of the screen is a little bit blocked.
Really?
Mm.
How about now?
Yeah, still hidden. Like we can only see the partial screen.
Screen here.
Yes, there we go. Now we can see.
Okay, sorry about my
Okay.
mistakes.
No problem. Now it's good.
That's all the information about our division programs, and I will go move to the performance evaluation criteria, and is combined with final, midterm, quiz, group projects, presentation, and assignment. And another one is attendance. Attendancy. The students must attend classes as well, and is requested in the class. And we will. The system is diversified into 5 parts. Around 40-100 for the final and 20% for the midterm. And there are some good projects and presentations, which is which means the students will be asked for the present in the class and mention accordingly, like the project group projects and assignments delivered by the teachers in the class, and also the quiz is required as well. For each courses, might be slight difference. So it depends on what course you choose, what teacher you follow. So it's quite different in each classes, it really depends on the students what the course the students choose. So general criteria will be these items. So here's some information for the students, like the semester load. Students will need to maintain 15 to 21 per unit per semester. Almost course will bear 3 units. And the study duration is 4 years for international degree seeking student. It would be a slightly different between another college or university in UK or another academic system. So in UIC will be the 4 years duration for international students, even for the mainland China students. So all the program will be taught in English. So the medium will be English. So we do have some Chinese related courses for non-Chinese speaking students, only for international students who want to learn some Chinese courses. Otherwise, or the program will be English. And the most important information, I think, will be the tuition and accommodation fee. The full tuition fee will be 90,000 RMB per year. So it's quite high tuition fee in China. Maybe it's a financial problem for all the international students because it's a little bit high on the tuition fee. But for the accommodation fee, it's not that expensive. I think it's only costs 6,400 RMB per year, but it's for 2 bathrooms. So which means the students will live in with the Chinese students in the room, and it will cost 6,400 RMB per year. It's around 9 months.
Yeah, 90,000 renminbi per year is only 14,000 US dollars.
Yeah.
Per year. So it's actually quite affordable compared to going to US, UK, Australia.
Yeah, it's true.
Well recognized degree. And for accommodation, only 6,400 per year.
Per year,
so
right?
That's only 1,000 US dollars per year.
Yeah. If the students choose to live in 3 bedroom, the cost will be lower. It will be around 4,000 per year.
Yep. Yeah.
So it depends on what type of the bedroom the students choose, but we need to check with our department whether we have vacancy for 3 bedroom. 3 bathroom for students. If not, students can only live in 2 bathroom with a Chinese body. So the price is quite different.
How much is the cost for food on campus per day? Would you say, or per month if you have a figure?
Yes, it really depends on the students how much they will spend on their daily life. Like the meals here, maybe for 10 to 30 yuan RMB per meal, or like the the transportation fee is quite low here. If the students take the bus to downtown, only costs 1 yuan, almost free, I think. If by taxi, maybe 40 to 60 RMB, then they can go to the downtown or somewhere near campus. It's not that expensive, I think.
Absolutely. Yes, very affordable.
Yeah. If the students want to traveling in Guangdong or some other province in China, maybe the flights and the train, it won't cost too much for students.
Yeah.
Only the tuition fee is a little bit high in UIC. others, I don't think it will be a problem for students. Okay. And another important information is the admission requirements. Here is just the general requirements for students, like the students should meet the requirements, then they can enter UIC for study. But we still have some specific requirements in regions. So maybe I can share the details to you after the webinar, because it's quite specific. When the students bring up the cases, we can discuss accordingly, I think. Yeah, maybe we can just follow the general requirements at the very beginning stage. If the students fulfill the requirements, then they can submit their materials, and we will go through all the documents submitted by them, and let's see whether they can meet the requirements or not. Yeah. Some qualification like SAT, GCE, and another Cambridge pre-U diploma, something like that. There's a lot of information here. Maybe all of you can check it after the webinar. So I'm going to skip this part. And for the application procedure, for most of the students that could apply online through this link, but sometimes it will be some problem on the link. So we will ask the students send the application directly from the email, providing those required documents like the graduation certification of high school and the transcripts, recommendation letter, and personal statement, passport copy, and language certification. Language certification is only for non-English speaking students. If the students from US or UK, they don't need to submit this language certification. But if they are not the English speaking students, they will be asked to provide this certification like TOEFL score, 69, internet-based, or IELTS 6 score, at least 6 scores. So just maybe they have some other language supportive certification is also acceptable. So if they have, just ask them to provide as well, and then we can check whether it's acceptable or not. And our application deadline will be June 30 every year. It should be in May for the previous year, but due to the COVID-19, we postponed 1 month later this year. So it's almost close to the deadline. So just ask the students maybe can submit their application as soon as possible. If they over the deadline, then we don't have enough time for the visa application. I mean, like the JW202 form issuing and other preparation for the students before they come to UIC. We still need some more time to get the preparation. That's why we asked the students to submit their application before June 30. So just focus on the application deadline. And the most questions asked by the students is the scholarship. So as what I mentioned, the high tuition fee is 90,000 RMB per year. So from this fall intake, we start providing the full scholarship, which is covered all the tuition fee. Full scholarship is worth 90,000 RMB. So the students, once meet our requirements for the full scholarship, then we will offer the we will cover all the tuition fee for the students. But we have very limited quotas for this full scholarship. So which means is based on first come, first serve. So we will suggest the students to submit their application as soon as possible. Then they will get higher chance to gain this stream of scholarship. But if not, the students not that good performing in the academic, but they can still try for the partial scholarship. Is 30% on tuition fee, which means they still have some reduction on the tuition. Another one is supported by the Guangdong province government. It is 10,000 RMB per students per year, but definitely will be renewed year by year. So once the students come for the first year, they get the scholarship, then they need to review it after in the next year. I mean, so the students would be asked to keep doing good on their academic performance or other program or activity performance that keep holding the scholarship. So another scholarship will offered by college schools, such as first class award, second class award, and some scholarship by the community by other departments. So this stream is same as those mainland students. It's not only for the entrance scholarship for only for international students. And for the certifications, the bachelor degree of Hong Kong Baptist University, you can see the picture here. Here is the certification offered by HKBU, which means the students will get their degree certification same as those students study in HKBU, but the graduation certificate will be issued by UIC. So they will get two of the certification here. That's what you can see on the screen. Is different. And for the scales of the international faculties and students, as we are the International United College, our faculty member will combine with 34% faculty from Hong Kong, Taiwan, Macau, and 36 from mainland China, and another 30% from overseas. And also our students will, most of the students will from mainland, and some of them will from Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, and the rest will from international overseas, which means in different parts of different parts overseas. So we accept all the students from all over the world. So we accepting students' application. We don't reject any cases from the specific region or countries. So all are welcomed. Let's give some information of our cooperation with the worldwide institutions. Some of it is from the top QS schools, as what you can see, most of them from US and another from UK or Australia, Canada, France, Germany, and South Korea. Like we do some exchange program, both exchange out or exchange in programs. Here is the cooperative partners. And as what I mentioned, we will offer some Chinese course for international students, which organized by Chinese Language and Culture Center. We do hold some events or activity for international students. Just get involved, make sure the students get involved in the Chinese culture. The students will have interest in Chinese language, and some of they just want to pass HSK courses test, or some of them just interested in the culture. So here's a picture of the last event organized by Chinese Language and Culture Center. It's quite interesting. Yeah, some of the events is related to the traditional festival. And here are some students' activities and students' interest clubs. So the students can choose what they are interested in and participate in the activities they interested in, and like make friends with Chinese students and get into the clubs organized by the students' units, and also join the competition or festival, music festivals and sport days will regularly organized by UIC. And here's some traditional artworks by the students, like the traditional instruments. And here's the beautiful campus in UIC. You can see the teaching buildings here. It's really beautiful. And our Learning Resources Center here. Here's the accommodation, the dorm area. Like what I mentioned, the 2 bathrooms here, the student will share the room with Chinese buddies. And we got a common room here. But I need to mention that the students will all be asked to live on campus. They cannot rent an apartment outside the campus. And we do have the curfew. So the students need to follow the regulation by UIC and live on campus and share the bedroom with Chinese students. But I think it's a good opportunity for students to get involved in the life in UIC, because with the help from the Chinese students, they can know more about UIC and Zhuhai and even Chinese culture, I think. And here's the canteen. There are 3 canteens in UIC. The students can choose what they want to eat. Yeah, like we offer burgers, noodles, Chinese food, South Korean food. But I'm sorry that we don't have some Muslim diets. Yeah. Here's the dream room. So the sport complex, students could make a reservation when they're free to do some sports exercise here. You can see the swimming pool, gym room, and they can play basketball here, and also tennis. And here is the cultural creative cluster, and most of the CTV program will be here. You can see it's quite modern. Yeah, here is the general information about UIC. So if for the more detailed information, you can contact with us and follow the WeChat account, like follow the Facebook, or just contact with Bo for more information. I would definitely share the PPT today and also the handbook or international student guide to you. And any questions from you are welcome, I think.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Jessie. Thank you so much for your great presentation, and it was great to see a lot of the life on the campus
Yeah,
as well. The
it's quite
canteen is
hygienic.
good. Activities are very good as well. I wish I could go.
Really?
I miss China. I miss China so much. So you know, I used to study in China myself, and I used to love all of those activities, especially the integrated activities to learn more about Chinese culture and history. So it looks like you actually have programs there.
Especially under the COVID, I think here Zhuhai, I think is quite safe.
So safe.
Here. Yeah. And we all get the vaccination and test. No cases happen in Zhuhai, so students will definitely enjoy their life in UIC.
Absolutely. So you're from Zhuhai yourself.
Yeah, I'm the local. I'm so proud of Zhuhai. Yeah.
What are you most proud of in regards to Zhuhai? What do you personally like to do on the
environment? I think the fresh air here. You can see the blue sky, because I think the air pollution is happening everywhere, but in Zhuhai you can see the blue sky. Yeah,
absolutely. That's really good. What are some favorite food that you like to have in Zhuhai?
Food, seafood, because we are coastal city here, so seafood will be the most recommended.
Very good.
Dishes.
What about is there lots of dim sum there, like
dim sum? Right, you're right. Quite famous here, but maybe it's more famous in Guangzhou. So yeah, you can find more famous restaurants there and taste.
Yeah, and normally it's quite easy to go to Macau as well.
Yeah, Macau. But I'm so sorry for the travel restriction. It's gonna happen to travel in Hong Kong. But Macau is available at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I wanted to, if anyone has any questions, please write them in the box. But yeah, I have a few more questions. So what do you think for our Southeast Asian students considering to study in China, why do you think they should study in China compared to, say, study in Australia or US or Canada? What exactly are they going to get from the China experience, and why do you think students should study in China right now?
Like as the reports shown by some research, the population is getting higher in China for the international students. The most of them want to study in Chinese. I think the most popular facts will be the language and also the culture, and maybe the finance load is much lower than the students who study in Australia or UK or America. And another is the safety consideration, I think.
Yes.
Because yeah.
Can I chip in one comment?
Oh yes, hello.
Yeah. We have Katrina for the support in QA sections.
I think I cannot open my camera. So hello everyone. I'm Katrina. I'm the director of IDO office. I just want to supplement Jessie. So it's just, I think market trends show well, we are in the Asian century, and this is where the future is generated. So in terms of economic development, China's talent policies for the future. So Zhuhai is expected maybe to double in the next 15 years, and especially in sectors like artificial intelligence, computing, financial services, etc. So this is really a super urban growth area. plus the engagement in the Belt and Road countries. So I think it's just an excellent opportunity for students from Southeast Asia, because this is probably where a lot of business, wherever those students will live, is going to happen in the future. Of course, also connections to US or Australia, but I think here is really the future in the making. Many of our students from Southeast Asia or Korea, for example, they already have family connections to China, business connections via their parents and related families. So it's not only getting to know that country, the language, how things work, but I think also if we look at our student profile, you really can create later business relations. Our students are pretty entrepreneurial, and I think there's a lot of opportunity, plus good visa policies for later employment. So
yeah,
thank
absolutely.
you.
That's a great point. Thanks, thanks, Katerina. What about, I want to talk more about what you said about Zhuhai as a hub for, so you mentioned like AI, science and technology. And you expect Zhuhai to be a hub for these kind of industries. What type of jobs do you think people can expect after graduating from UIC? Is it more into research and development, or what exactly in artificial intelligence or science and technology can students expect to get into if they're interested in these fields?
Well, I think, for example, in Shenzhen, there's Tencent. So it's really hard to say this is the one and only job profile. That really depends on the students already organizing their internships in the region. So that can be, of course, market intelligence. It can be programming, depending on their specialization. But I think there's also a lot of opportunities for young business people or even our humanities and science students. So the school is committed that all students will have those lifelong learning skills, and there's an initiative, mathematics and AI for all. So we will encourage whatever background students have to engage. Zhuhai itself is growing in the area of high tech, so all high tech related things, including business, accounting, etc. Zhuhai has also a growing cultural entertainment industry. So Zhuhai itself is also a spot for tourism and holiday. Of course, the connection to Hong Kong, that's all kinds of finance related services. So I think many industry sectors are open.
Really many, yes.
Yeah, so it's hard to say, okay, those are the highlights. You saw in our PPT, the typical trajectory of a UIC student is actually 70% of our graduates will go on a master's program overseas or in Hong Kong. So they will
keep
likely join one of the QS 50 schools or go to Hong Kong and then go into employment. That is the typical pathway of a Chinese student, but we also have good employment opportunities. If some students want to gain some working experience first after the bachelor's, that is possible as well. But maybe to mention, we have a career development office. So we have a dedicated group of staff members who will work with individuals. So they do one-to-one consultations, and also including our faculty members. So actually everybody helps to work from the for career pathways starting from year one, actually, if the students join this type of program.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the key benefits there too, to have a career development office, and to have people there speak in your language as well, and really take into account your background and where you're going, will really help students have a good idea of where, and to create a path for them into the future. So that's really good as well. Not many universities can say that they have that personal touch. Is really, really nice as well. Fantastic. Okay. So how about, so is Cody there?
Hi, Cody.
Hi,
Cody. Hi, everyone. Good day. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you? So Cody, you work in the admissions department, is that right?
And I'm also in the International Development Office. I'm also an administrative assistant in IDO, and we also do some international admissions.
Fantastic. That's great. How long have you been working at UIC now?
Yeah, almost 1 year.
Fantastic.
I'm new here.
What do you like most about UIC, and what do you think UIC can give for international students?
Yeah, I think UIC, first UIC is located in Zhuhai. It's a very beautiful and livable city, and it's really close to Hong Kong, Macau, and in this Great Bay area, which means the students who studied in UIC will have more opportunities to get involved to the development of in China in this Great Bay area, and many industries are experiencing the really rapid development here and right now. So I would say if any students from overseas study in UIC, they can join the rapid development in China in this Great Bay area.
Yeah.
So exciting. I'll say that as well. To live in China at this time is a really exciting change. It's really at the forefront of technology development. You feel you're part of something. Really, really exciting. So definitely international students will feel that too when they get to China. It's so much convenience there, so much technology to enjoy. Your life becomes more convenient when you live in China, and other countries will adopt that sort of technology sooner or later as well.
Yes, and China is really popular right now, and also for as we mentioned before, the cost of studying in China or in UIC is much cheaper than if you study in Australia or any Western countries. Yeah, and that's
like we said, the undergrad programs, if no scholarship, it would be around $14,000 US per year, which is really good. Still really affordable, much more affordable compared to other countries. But if you get a scholarship as well, it's much more cheaper as well. So very, very affordable to study in China, and you're getting such a great high quality education there as well. Studying in English, great quality, but also the opportunity to get to know more about China and learn Chinese language as well. There's options to learn Chinese language as well, which is very important, very integral. If you're going to go to study, you have to definitely get involved in learning the Chinese language, especially if you want to create a career there as well, which I think most people do want to once they get. Great. So
and I think just also for students from our neighbors, given the pandemic situation, I think Jesse did not update. So currently, visas can only issued from Korea. But later on, I think this is going to be very important for students and parents. It's just not so far away from home. You can fly home in 1-2 hours, and normally, Guangzhou Airport is one of the most active airports in the world, and so is Macau, and it's not that expensive to get back home, or even the parents can come over and see their children once in a while. So I think that's going to be an asset in the future, that you don't have to spend 20 hours on a plane.
Exactly. Yeah. Very close. Fantastic. Okay, we're almost at 12 o'clock, so I'll thank everyone for joining this webinar with us today. And thank Jesse, Katharina, and Cody for your insights. Really good to hear from you again. And if any of us have any questions, we'll be sure to let you know.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for organizing, Bo, and have a nice afternoon. And
You too. You too. You guys.
Yeah. For the promotional materials, it will be update monthly or weekly. I will please to share it with you, and maybe
share with me, and I'll share with everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
Jesse.
supporting
Thank
us.
You, okay. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.